Good morning to all of you, my dear ones. I hope your homes are filled with light and hope. May there be love in your hearts, peace in your lives, and may you live in happiness. Full of hope, we are about to complete a cycle of 9 years. And I hope that this next cycle, which I am sure will be much better than the previous 9-year cycle, and we are going to talk about it, will bring joy to all your hearts. Once again, hello to you all, and thank you so much. I am grateful to my higher spirit, which is here with me, within me, and is my guide, and I am thankful. I am grateful to my great God, who has given so many blessings to my life. Thank you. Each and every one of you is a blessing in my life, and we all are. If we can change the new world, hand in hand, and with hearts connected, we can create the new earth. We can restore our earth and fill it with peace, tranquility, and beauty. Second day. As I mentioned in my previous video, this course is not, for some people, this cycle has lasted 18 years, and for others, it's taken 36 years, but it's coming to an end. This 9-year karmic cycle is finishing, and over the past 9 years, we've witnessed incredibly strange changes, but we haven't seen the results yet. It's as if we're all waiting. It's as if everyone is in a state of waiting, wondering what will happen next, but that sense of peace we want in our lives. That peace we had in the years before these 9 years, it's just not the same as it used to be. We're all waiting for a change, wondering what will happen next, what will happen tomorrow. All of this, with this cycle of 9 years that ends before March 21st, we enter a new me, we enter a new earth, and some very strange changes will happen in all of our lives. And if we've done our work, if we've written our assignments, if we've done our homework since 2020, we'll see the results very easily, very smoothly, almost miraculously. But if there are still things we haven't finished or haven't done, and we've kept putting them off for tomorrow or next week or the beginning of the month, I'm warning you now, the time is now, we have to finish them. Wherever we have open files, we need to close them. Wherever we feel we've given too little or too much, we need to bring it into balance and harmony. That's why I'm making this video, just to focus a bit on those parts that each sign, each zodiac, needs to work more on certain areas. And I want to remind you of these, though in a very general way. I recommend that all of you watch and listen to all 12 signs, but definitely pay special attention to the 3 signs, where your moon is, where your sun is, and the rising sign. Check your chart carefully for these, because these 3, and sometimes all 12, can help us a lot so that in these next few months we can completely step out of the past cycle we've been stuck in and enter a new cycle, to be clean, to be light, and not to carry the problems and shortcomings from the past with us, but instead to easily move forward. I wish the best for all of you, my dear ones. And now, for dear Libras, those whose sign is Libra and who were born in Mare, Libra season, you need to focus a bit more on your identity. Work on themselves. If you are a Libra who has no problems in life, has reached a great sense of peace, and is satisfied with your life, then this doesn't apply to you. It means that you have already done the work you needed to do over the past 9 years. You have been on the right path. You have made the necessary changes and improvements in yourself, and now you have reached peace. But if you feel that you are not quite satisfied with your life, if you feel you have lost your goals a bit, or you have lost yourself, become disconnected from yourself, in my opinion, you need to work on your identity. Fear of judgment from others is one of your weaknesses, and that's why you might have an identity issue. That means you put on certain masks, you want to hide some things, you want to handle some things strategically. You try to conceal things so that the real 100% authentic self inside you doesn't get revealed. Now is the time to ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Who is going to judge me? Is other people's judgment about my true self important to me? Or am I the one who matters, how I am dealing with my own life? If this problem is bothering me, how much can other people's judgment really affect my happiness or unhappiness? Because our happiness comes from within. If we don't come to terms with this within ourselves and are still caught up in what others say or think about us, we will never truly achieve genuine and lasting happiness. So it is essential that you deeply reflect upon these important issues and endeavor to reveal your authentic self to the world. This is often a complex environment where various misunderstandings and misinterpretations can easily arise, and not necessarily agreement, but a bit of challenge, a bit of argument, or even conflict might arise regarding your relationships with others. This could be a family relationship, a friendship, or even a work relationship, which takes away your peace. You no longer have that relaxed musical state or the comfort with yourself, and these misunderstandings need to be resolved and eliminated through words, through conversation, through a rational discussion. It's quite possible that you'll form new and meaningful relationships with your siblings, with your neighbors, or even with more distant relatives. There might be some important conversations, like I said, things that really aren't worth getting overly upset about, that need to be resolved through calm talking so that these misunderstandings are clearly cleared up. You should bring up these topics calmly, with the same modesty and inherent decency that exists in all Libras, but without any embarrassment, without feeling any guilt, and without anyone's rights being violated, neither theirs nor your own. There are some significant doubts and persistent hesitations that are holding you back from true success. You're constantly overthinking, should I truly do this or not? Should I really go here or not? Should I genuinely be with this person or not? Should I actually buy this or not? Should I indeed make this deal or not? All of these continuous thoughts are causing you to lose some of the profound peace you should have. Now is the time, in these crucial few months before we enter a new world, to truly come to terms with these things within yourself and have a fresh, invigorating start. There's a wonderful chance for a new beginning in your friendships. You might find new groups, you might plan many exciting trips, and you might even get involved in fascinating things like advertising, computers, cars, or anything closely related to various vehicles. You might make deals or get involved in these areas, but be careful. What you're doing will take time, so don't rush it. It's not like you'll see the results tomorrow. This is a very long process, but you're planting a seed now that you might not reap for 30 years. It won't yield results in 3 days or 3 weeks. It takes time for this seed to grow and come up. So act wisely, listen to the love within yourself, listen to your heart, and if you're going to change your work, do it with respect for yourself and for others as you begin this new path. It's possible that some legal issues may arise, but you should know that this new karmic period absolutely does not tolerate dishonesty or injustice. If in the past 9 years you have taken advantage of someone, or in any case have not shown your profound gratitude, or that very important sentiment, that profound sense of appreciation, that genuine admiration to others, perhaps because of inherent weaknesses within yourself or because of a lingering lack of self-confidence. It's truly better that you approach this new and significant period with complete honesty and absolute fairness. That means, just as your sign inherently represents, you should openly show this to others, to your life partner, to anyone you interact with. Another truly helpful thing that will really benefit you is to actively change your old ingrained beliefs. Your beliefs are often the fundamental cause of your misery. Your beliefs about outdated traditions, thinking, I have to do this because it's inherently right, because society unequivocally approves, because society explicitly wants it. This is precisely what brings you misery. Set these restrictive traditions aside, courageously break them, and passionately pursue what truly has intrinsic meaning, what genuinely gives your life profound meaning and brings you inner peace. Tradition is nothing but an old, outdated, often foolish pattern that we absolutely shouldn't blindly follow and ruin our precious lives over. It truly doesn't matter what traditions say. What genuinely matters is that I set my own rules and beliefs, a robust system in my life that authentically works for me. And when I am truly happy, I can make everyone around me happy. Wishing all the very best for all of you. As I said, and as I mentioned earlier, make your plans and goals long-term for your future. There's also the possibility of old relationships returning. Some friends and groups may leave, but be careful that what you plant is for the long term, and everything will reveal itself in its best time and duration. These next 9 months, these next 9 years will be incredibly different and will bring you peace and happiness. I kiss all your hearts and wish the best for you, my dear Libras, and all Scorpios, those born in the month of Aben. My dears, if you have found peace, then there's no problem. Just continue with the method you're using, because it means you've settled your karma and are satisfied with your life. But if you still have issues in your life, if you have financial problems, emotional problems, personal problems, or issues with your inner child, it means there are still some files you haven't closed. It means you still need to work on some of your values. Work on these things so you can remove these issues from your life. Ask yourself, what are my values? How much knowledge do I have? How much expertise do I have in this area? Where is my energy being spent? Where is my life being wasted? Who is my life being wasted with? If you have emotional or partnership problems, you need to consider that these will still be there even after your current situation is over. It's probably been 36 years, maybe even more, that you've been carrying this karma with you, even since birth. Now is the time to clean it up, clear it away, let it go for good, and finally get clear with yourself. Where do I want to live? What job do I want to have? What kind of person do I want to work with? And all these other things, including the expertise I have. Is this field that I have expertise in, this work that I want to do, this job I want to have in the future, this place I want to live, are these things 100% approved by me or not? And if not, start making changes now. It doesn't matter if you don't immediately get into this process, but you have 3 or 4 months to start taking action, at least for yourself. Clarify what things you want in life and what things you don't want to have in your life. There are opportunities for international work, and there are many chances to travel. There is a possibility for you to relocate. You can change your home. You can change your job or change your work style or even change your work group. And the question you need to ask yourself is, how much do I value myself? And what kind of energy am I sending out to others? What kind of vibration does it have? What level is it at? And what kind of vibration am I receiving from others? When you truly realize about yourself that you are interacting with certain people, meaning you are constantly dealing with someone, you spend your days with them, but their energy frequency does not match yours. So try to remove them from your life and join groups that understand you. You have trust issues because right now you have developed a lot of skepticism based on certain things. You don't fully trust others, so you want to keep everything under your own control so that you don't fall again, so that you don't fail again, so that you don't get betrayed again. You need to let go of all these things and tell yourself that time has passed. I've learned my lesson, and now is the time to benefit from those lessons, to reap their rewards. The experiences I've gone through in the past 10 years of my life haven't been easy. And now is the time for me to use the knowledge and wisdom I've gained from that period to create a better life for myself. And next year, your life will truly change. Those extremely difficult problems from the past will not be repeated. And that's why your life will change. You will find more courage within yourself. Even though you've always been brave, you'll become even more courageous. Avoid short-term investments, because whatever you do now should be for the long term. That is, if you are planning to move somewhere to stay, you should say to yourself, if I decide to go, I might stay. It's not like after a year you'll say, I'll change it. No, that's not possible. You might end up staying there for 30 years. So plan everything according to your heart's desire by listening to your heart, not your mind. Choose this job and do it for the long term. Don't just take a job because the pay is good. Stay for a month or two and then quit. Or think, I'll go out with this person to see how it goes. These things don't work in pieces. What comes into your life is what you choose. At this time, these things are lasting for the long term, and like a tree, they will bear fruit, yield results, and give you rewards. But be careful about what seeds you are planting and where. I wish the best for you, my dear ones. I am sure that soon you will realize your own values, and based on the high value you possess, you will make your choices. And now, for Sagittarians, those who are in the 8th house of the Zodiac, the 8th sign, and were born in Azar month, a complete cleansing needs to be done. Go back and thoroughly review these past 9 years. Where did I lose myself? Where did I stay silent? Where was that? What was it that I wanted to say but didn't? And all of these things piled up on top of each other to shape who I am today. If you are one of those Azar-born Sagittarians who are satisfied with your life, and everything is just perfect and rosy, then there's no problem. It means you are self-aware, you knew what you were doing, and now you've reached this peace. But what I want to talk about is for those who feel like they've lost themselves, that they're not the same person they used to be, that they've lost the connection they should have with themselves. They don't have it anymore, and it's like they're in a state of, they're stuck in the middle, meaning they don't know what they want to be, they don't know where they want to go, and it's a kind of depression. These are the people who, over the next few months, need to focus on their own well-being. Think about it, reflect, and figure it out. Who am I outside of society's standards? Who am I? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to be? And then start living in that direction. Build their future on a solid foundation, on a strong strategy, because what they're entering after March 21st is long term. It's not like you can just say, okay, I'll make this decision and if I don't like it in 2 months, I'll just change it. No, you're heading down a path where you'll be staying for the long term. So be careful about the job you choose, the group of friends you make, the place you're moving to, the house you're changing, the workplace you're changing, or the relationship you're changing, the group of friends you're leaving behind, and the new group of friends you're bringing into your life. Then consider all of these things in the long term, with long-term goals in mind. There are a lot of opportunities for international travel. It's possible that something comes to an end, something finishes somewhere. Now, this could be a relationship, it could be a lifestyle, it could be the way you speak. Something ends, and a new version of you will be introduced to the world, will be revealed. So take some time to be silent, sit down, and write out your goals, that you no longer want to be depressed. You no longer want to stay silent here. You don't want to live here. You don't want to tolerate this situation anymore. You want to break free from this prison, sorry to say, that you've built for yourself, and don't let yourself feel any fear. You are free. You are a thoroughbred who shouldn't be afraid of anything. And when you're afraid of something, it means that this brave, lion-hearted horse has almost turned into a mouse. And this mouse isn't attractive to you at all, a mouse that runs away from the truth. So return to being that thoroughbred, that brave person, that aware person whose sixth sense is actually very strong, but you haven't paid attention to it in previous years, and you've always been in a state of fear, worry, and waiting. You need to take off this mask and show your true self, me, with courage, full of emotion, full of spiritual goals, full of humanity, full of things that are valuable in life, and I have ignored them for years. Go forward with those. And please don't ever let anyone else make important decisions for you. No one can truly determine your unique life's path better than you yourself can. Absolutely. But when you want to set new goals with new beliefs and a new you, try to set boundaries. Try to put aside some things that were mistakes in the past, things you allowed into your life or allowed others to bring into your life. Try to remove these from your life and draw a line. Say to yourself, I will go this far and no further. I won't go beyond this limit, and I won't allow anything else in beyond this point either. When it comes to cosmetic surgery, now isn't really the time for very drastic surgeries or making major changes to your face. But if you're planning to change small things, like your hair color, your clothing style, wearing brighter clothes, taking better care of your health, exercising more, all of these things, and especially when it comes to your legs, be mindful that if you're doing intense workouts, be mindful. If you're not, start with lighter exercises, even just walking or 5 to 10 minutes of meditation. These are things you do for yourself to help you remember, who am I? Why did I come here to this world? And what is my mission? What is my dharma? Because after March 21st, you are entering your dharma, and this dharma might stay with you for the rest of your life. So be truly careful and deliberate in making the right choices. those profound and meaningful choices that genuinely make your heart feel deeply happy and content, because regrettably, you haven't experienced that pure, unadulterated joy and profound contentment for a considerable and extended period of time now. You no longer have that genuine smile, those heartfelt laughs. You feel like you're waiting for something, like something needs to change, something has to go, or something new has to come. All the inherent power for these wonderful things in your entire life is truly within you, so this is indeed the significant end of a long cycle of limiting beliefs that have mistakenly taken deep root in you. As a result, maybe it's because of considering others, your lifestyle, or the limitations that have existed in your life. Let go of these. Set them aside and create new beliefs for yourself based on your desires and wishes, and choose them according to your own spirit. With all my heart, I wish the best for you, my dear ones. You have infinite power. Your powers have been taken from you. Take your power back, because no one else can give that power back to you. You allowed them to take that power from you, but returning it to yourself is in your own hands. Once again, I wish the best for you, my dear, and for us lovely Capricorns, those whose 10th house in the Zodiac is their home, who were born in the month of Day, Capricorn. There are many opportunities for travel. There is a possibility that you might relocate. Now, this could mean a physical move. That is, you might change your home, change your job, change your place, or even change your city. Or it could be that your spirit, which has become tired and has been under a lot of pressure, you might feel this within yourself. You might shed this spirit within yourself and embrace a new spirit that knows its own values. A spirit that seeks happiness, that says, I don't want to be tired anymore. I don't want this anymore. I don't want to just be a robot who goes to work and only wants to provide for my family financially, to just make sure they're okay financially, to make sure they're safe and secure. I take this away from myself and I start anew. I create a truly new personality for myself, where I come first above all others. I am the boss and I no longer want to just make money. I myself have to, every morning, focus on my present self, not my future, not my past. My past, the more I think about it, the more depressed I get, the more tired I feel, especially emotionally. I feel guilty. I feel even more ashamed of why I did less, or why I didn't do it, or why I did too much. So I no longer think about the past. The past was just an experience for me. As for the future, if I am happy today, then my tomorrow will be just like today. So I won't worry about the future either, because for years I worried about my future and never got to where I wanted to be. So now I truly decide to change my core beliefs, and consequently, when my beliefs fundamentally change, the formula of my life changes, my lifestyle changes, and I start not only befriending my inner child, not only forgiving myself, but also not allowing any sense of guilt to make me depressed. Because what was supposed to happen has already happened for the growth of your soul, so you could gain experience. These were all roles you played. Don't take them so seriously. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Don't exhaust your soul so much. You haven't done anything to be blamed for. You haven't done anything to be sorry for. You were a responsible person who went to work. You have worked with a tremendous amount of energy, but now your physical body is profoundly tired. Your very soul is deeply exhausted, and you are in dire need of profound peace. This indeed is the fundamental purpose of your soul, to make you acutely aware of this significant and crucial realization. A substantial 9-year period, or even a much longer 18-year cycle, is definitively coming to a complete and natural end, and we are now gracefully entering a brand new, exciting cycle. This truly new and transformative cycle will last for a very long and impactful time. It specifically starts from 21 months, but we are truly entering a completely new and vital phase. The precious seeds we carefully plant in the fertile ground for our collective future may potentially last for an impressive 30 years, or even for the entire remainder of our lives, and will undoubtedly bear abundant and wonderful fruit for us. So, it is absolutely essential that we move forward with a complete, comprehensive, and well-thought-out strategy, coupled with deep self-awareness. What do I genuinely and truly want? What values do I have? What kind of life do I truly love? Who do I want to be with? How do I want to live? Where do I want to be? All of these, and what talents do I have? What skills do I possess? I should bring all of these together, write them down on paper, and make a firm decision, but with great composure and patience. With the profound patience and remarkable understanding that you yourself are truly a master of, I will graciously gift myself this brand new and elevated status, this entirely new and transformative character. You have a crucial 3 or 4 months ahead to completely rid yourself of all the deeply ingrained toxic thoughts and outdated mindsets you previously used to believe in. From the time you were born, you had certain beliefs, like step by step, I have to go here, do this to get there. You need to change those within yourself. And bring your belief to the point where you say, if I am happy today, I will be happy tomorrow as well. I live in this moment, something you haven't done since childhood. You haven't lived in the moment. You've always lived in the future. And now the result is that you regret the past. So, based on this profound understanding, give yourself a truly comprehensive and deeply meaningful spiritual order so that you can effectively take care of your precious soul's health and your essential body's overall health. I genuinely believe you've already started to diligently take care of your physical well-being and health, but you simply cannot yet perceive the full and complete results of your dedicated efforts. As long as you truly don't have genuine spiritual health, and until you consciously decide to laugh wholeheartedly from the heart, to be genuinely happy, to be wonderfully childlike, to playfully engage, at that precise point your physical body will also become the ideal way you've always deeply wished for, and your entire lifestyle will positively change, and then the significant people around you will also begin to change. You have many, many truly good and promising years ahead of you, quite unlike the past years, which weren't interesting or fulfilling for you at all. So now decisively say goodbye to the past. This meaningful goodbye truly means that I am actively throwing out all the accumulated toxins in my body along with the past. Just look at it as a valuable and transformative experience, and when you have successfully removed all the harmful toxins and truly taken them completely out of your precious life, and you haven't held on to the inherent values you deeply possess, the profound things you've genuinely learned, the essential knowledge you now know, and the remarkable skills you truly possess, then you can confidently start building your wonderful new home on a solid and unwavering rock. And this beautiful new home will undoubtedly bring you abundant blessings, immense happiness, profound peace, and the unwavering confidence you've always been diligently searching for, but perhaps never quite managed to fully find. I wish the very absolute best for you incredibly hardworking Capricorns, truly honest Capricorns, Capricorns who consistently work so exceptionally hard. I sincerely hope that in this significant period you put in that dedicated effort just for your own well-being and personal growth. Wishing you all the very best for your future endeavors. And now, my dear Aquariuses, those who belong to the 11th house of the Zodiac and were born in the beautiful month of Bahman, my dears, after a period of feeling somewhat lost, after a time of living at a very low vibration. Now you finally understand with greater clarity where you truly want to go, where you truly want to be, who you truly want to be with, and you are gradually correcting your past, step by careful step, as you diligently pursue your goals. But the significant problem is you still don't have a coherent system. That is, you've reached a pivotal point where perhaps your group of friends has completely changed. Your entire lifestyle has shifted. Your partner has changed, either mentally or physically. Maybe they've left your life altogether. Or your fundamental goals have evolved. Your job has significantly changed. Your dreams and aspirations have also transformed. All of this means you have completely transformed over the past 9 years, gradually and steadily, but now you've reached a crucial point where, honestly, please forgive me, but you truly, truly want to completely and utterly change your entire life. You absolutely need to have a very strong and well-defined strategy. Otherwise, you will inevitably fall back into the same old familiar cycle, a repetitive cycle that has perhaps lasted 9 long years, or maybe even 18, or potentially even 36 significant years in your precious life. This deeply ingrained old karmic cycle is now truly coming to a definitive end, and we have a crucial period until March 21st to solidify our intentions. These are files that are open, and I still don't know what I want to do with them. I still don't know what my action should be regarding them, what my reaction should be to this information that's now present in my life. I have time to open these boxes, look inside, and decide which ones I want and which ones I don't. There's a significant amount of valuable data on your computer right now, and you don't know which specific ones you want and which particular ones you don't. And now, at this very moment, is indeed the crucial time for me to thoughtfully decide which particular group of individuals I truly want to be friends with, and what specific kind of future I genuinely envision for myself, so that in the coming 10 or even 20 or perhaps 30 significant years, I can consciously and deliberately grow in that chosen direction. So with great intention, I want to carefully plant that foundational seed today, not at all carelessly, but rather with a very strong, well-considered, and strategic approach. Because whatever valuable insights and outcomes that initial seed ultimately yields for me will profoundly last for the entire remainder of my life. If I plant it poorly, if I foolishly build my metaphorical house upon shifting sand, if I regrettably make the entirely wrong choice of companions once again, if I don't properly and thoroughly sort out my deeply held beliefs to truly know which ones are fundamentally right and which are unequivocally wrong, which genuinely align with the authentic path of my soul, and which decidedly do not, I will, without a doubt, never reach true, profound happiness. I won't achieve the deeply satisfying kind of happiness that authentically rises from within my innermost being. So now, at this precise juncture, is the opportune time for you to meticulously sort things out. Right now, you may not possess a proper, stable, and well-organized structure for yourself. You absolutely need to start from the very roots, diligently pull out all the hindering weeds, and earnestly ask yourself, what exactly is my fundamental foundation? Where precisely have I been careless and inattentive? Where have I fallen short? Where have I overdone things? And I don't want to live the next 30 years the way I lived the past 30 years. Because there were so many things in life that I didn't take seriously, so many things that I just brushed off easily. You don't have any brain problems. You don't have any mental issues. You're not less than others. In fact, you're more than others. You're certainly smarter and indeed more intelligent than many other people. You possess a great deal of valuable abilities, but you've regrettably ignored all of them. Now you truly need to sit down and meticulously write out all your important goals. Write down your inherent talents. Write down your cherished dreams, and then proceed to create an organization or a foundation for this very purpose. Then consider and see what your own essential role is within this endeavor. Your role should be both as the diligent executor and as your very own boss, because if you're currently working for someone else, you should sincerely try to work for yourself. Dedicate your precious time to yourself and in a meaningful way, completely, firmly, step by step, one step at a time, not by skipping ahead from somewhere, but by taking these steps day by day, gradually. And this truly is the fundamental secret to your ultimate success. Right now, at this very moment, you possess all the essential tools and necessary resources you could possibly need. But what you currently lack is proper systematic organization. Once you meticulously organize and arrange these crucial things, absolutely everything will begin to move forward harmoniously and effectively together. Be incredibly courageous and absolutely do not be afraid of anything at all. You have a wonderfully bright and promising future stretching out ahead of you, but you genuinely need to consciously set aside your deep-seated fears and completely stop hesitating. You have a tendency to unfortunately waste valuable time, either by talking far too much or by aimlessly wandering around, constantly going back and forth without a clear purpose. If you set these things aside and focus directly on a single goal, deciding, I want to go from this point to that point, and not getting distracted by other places or checking in elsewhere, not juggling several things at once, when you reach this point, you'll have everything you need to start on the path to your future success. This isn't just about leading yourself. It's about leading your own world, leading all the major groups. You'll become someone who brings many other people under your banner, under your own umbrella, you will certainly keep this rather large umbrella of yours, I believe. So have unwavering faith in yourself, truly believe in your inherent capabilities and potential. And someone who profoundly believes in themselves no longer wastes precious time, no longer engages in deceitful lies, no longer intentionally misleads innocent people, no longer feels the compelling need to put on a deceptive mask for those around them and confidently declare, this is precisely who I am, authentically and completely. They instinctively know how to firmly say no, and if they genuinely say yes, that affirmative yes means a solemn signature. My word is my unbreakable bond. My word is my sacred contract. I have absolute faith in the profound promise I make. I consistently do exactly what I say, whether that commitment is to myself or to others. Put stubbornness and rigid inflexibility aside. In your remarkable life, you have undoubtedly made many understandable mistakes in the past. Ignore them completely, count them as invaluable experience, and only truly rely on your own inner strength and wisdom. You are absolutely worthy of the very best that life has to offer. I can clearly and vividly see that you will undoubtedly become a brilliant light that will illuminate entire cities and vast countries, even entirely on your own, with your unique brilliance. You yourself must truly believe this profound truth. You must genuinely believe how incredibly valuable you are, truly worthy of receiving the very best that life has to offer. This fundamental truth is applicable for all of you, my dear Ekphalis. And now, my dear Pisces, the 12th house is indeed your sacred house, and those individuals who were actually born in the auspicious month of Esfand. This 9-year or even an extended 18-year karmic cycle is truly coming to a definitive end, and it certainly hasn't been an easy journey for you either. You've undoubtedly carried a significant amount of responsibilities throughout this period. Life is truly beautiful and fulfilling for you when you have the opportunity to sit peacefully by the vast sea and openly share the profound thoughts and feelings in your mind, to generously give your unique creative power and artistic expression to the world, to bring a sense of profound peace and harmony to homes, and to genuinely live a deeply spiritual and meaningful life. However, in the entirety of the past 9 years, you haven't really been able to fully focus your energy and attention on these truly important and enriching aspects of your existence. You've become somewhat trapped by a life outside of yourself, trapped by material life or an environment that in any case hasn't been what your heart truly wanted. But right now is truly the opportune time when you can. That cycle you didn't have throughout your life, maybe for 36 years, maybe 15 years, maybe 9 years. This karmic work is ending, and you can move forward clean and pure with what you truly love. You enter this new 30-year cycle, this new cycle that starts from March 21st and its first 9 years. Will turn the seed you've planted into a tree, into fruit, and then its results will last for 30 years. So be careful that this time, instead of considering other people's feelings, focus more on whether I am responsible for this or if I have control over this person's life. Or let go of the idea that you need to control everyone's life in order to take care of them, and instead see what it is that you want for yourself. Because when you are happy from within, that's when you can make those around you happy. That's when you can be positive, not through control, but through that energy. The energy that radiates from you because you are a happy person, living in a place you love. You are doing what you love, and you are no longer living for other people. In this process where you are changing and listening more to your own desires, your relationship with your father might change. The things you have received from him might change a bit. It's possible. Whether those things are financial, intellectual, educational, or even things you never received from him because there was never an opportunity to get them. You are nurturing those things within yourself. You are actively making them grow and flourish. The significant shortcomings you may have experienced, or the invaluable lessons you have profoundly learned along your journey, or if that's not precisely the case, perhaps the various things you diligently did under immense pressure from your demanding boss or from the overwhelming demands of your work environment. Maybe you indeed performed certain actions at that particular time that you genuinely did not wish to undertake, but you conscientiously did them because you deeply thought to yourself, I absolutely need this particular job. I truly require this professional image, this carefully constructed social face I am consistently presenting to others, this specific personality I am thoughtfully introducing to people. You profoundly felt you genuinely needed all of that and more. Now it is absolutely essential that you meticulously review all of these accumulated things once again, and this time you must base everything entirely on what you truly and deeply desire for yourself. How precisely do you genuinely want to spend your precious old age? Do you truly want to continue living your life behind a metaphorical mask, constantly striving to please this particular person or that individual by perpetually staying silent and merely existing in a seemingly peaceful but unfulfilling life? Or do you profoundly desire to be completely free, like a magnificent bird soaring high in the sky, to gracefully swim like an agile fish in the vast, boundless ocean, to confidently go wherever your heart truly desires? This, my friend, is your profound transformation, your glorious new birth, and you absolutely need to diligently work on it with all your heart and soul. These are the crucial points that, if you are currently not entirely satisfied with your life right now, you absolutely need to thoroughly review and fundamentally change your deeply held beliefs, change the very music, the fundamental form of your life, your entire lifestyle, so you can effectively replace it with that deep, truly lasting inner peace and profound happiness that will genuinely stay with you for the remainder of your precious life. It's possible that your social status may change, or your job might change, or even your place of residence could change. A fundamental change will come into your life. Something ends, a chapter closes, and you begin a new phase. It happens. You enter, you step into another world, and this world is more beautiful than the one you had before. If you approach this with planning, strategy, and discipline in your work, write it down for yourself, define it, and stay on that path. Move forward. Please do not ever be truly afraid of completely losing at all, my friend. One of your biggest weaknesses is that you're always worried about losing, whether it's losing someone, losing the person you love, or losing your cherished position, losing your absolute control, or losing your valuable possessions. You truly need to let go of this pervasive fear and decisively put an end to any kind of financial exploitation or energy draining that others might do to you or that you might inadvertently do to yourself. This is crucial for your overall well-being and personal growth. You need to stop draining energy from others as well. Neither drain precious energy from others, nor allow anyone to subtly drain your vital energy. As a truly independent and self-aware fish who instinctively knows precisely where you are going, who deeply understands exactly where you truly want to swim, calmly and thoughtfully imagine this wonderful new lifestyle for yourself. And when you vividly imagine it, give it an okay underneath. This is what I want, to be here 20 years from now. To have these feelings, to live at this point, to live with this person. Or maybe I don't want anyone at all. I don't want anyone in my life, but these are the things I want to bring into my life. And when you truly come to terms with these profound things for yourself, the universe will immediately and abundantly provide them for you. So it is clear that fear truly has no legitimate place in your life at all. Instead, you simply need to cultivate profound wisdom and understanding. With a genuinely happy and contented heart, coupled with an unwavering and strong faith, you can meticulously plan and thoughtfully prepare for your entire future life, the significant journey that you are destined to embark upon and enter in just a mere few months from now. You truly make it happen, you vividly imagine it, and then you diligently put it into concrete action. And all of this is absolutely possible, and you will undoubtedly experience a much calmer, more fulfilling, and genuinely better life. A life better than your past, better than the last 8 years, better than the last 9 years. A life you have always deserved and wished for, with the hope for the very best. I sincerely wish this profound blessing for all of you, for each and every one of the 12 astrological signs, and indeed for all the truly pure-hearted and genuinely good people throughout the entire world. May this new and unfolding cycle truly keep us far away from all forms of misery, profound despair, agonizing suffering, and encroaching darkness. I wholeheartedly kiss all your precious hearts and lovingly entrust each and every one of you to my great and benevolent Creator. Until we meet again in the next video, please be well and take good care of yourselves.